There comes a time in every boat owner's life where he must suit up to tackle a job, the job of all jobs. Em and Nick knew this was coming. They've been preparing, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
But these are my recreation clothes.
And now the day has finally come.
All right, so we need to do what we do best. Make lists that we never really get around to, except for this time we're gonna actually finish all of our projects. And we have approximately 2 months to get all of our projects done. And in order to stay focused, we're gonna make a list. So, perfection.
Boat project.
What's number one? Number one, sand, paint, redo electric.
Bilge things.
Oh, bilge. Sand, paint, electric, bilge. And probably a laundry list of other things that we got going on. But we need to do these before we get into the water. The other stuff can probably be done in the water. This has got to be done on land. So, just gonna move front and center.
Obviously, this is just a rough list of the major projects, and spoiler alert, we find much more to add on. But we're in a time crunch, and it's time to get our hands dirty. It's day one, and we're just gonna rip the Band-Aid off and do probably the worst job first, or at least the most labor intensive. We're gonna sand the entire bottom of the hull. Okay, off to a good start, guys. Honestly, we have no idea what we're doing. We've never sanded a boat before. We've watched a couple of YouTube videos, and everyone seems to tell us that it's gonna take a lot longer than we think. So we're estimating if we're both sanding for 8 hours a day, I think we could get it done in a week. I think like 40 hours each. But who knows? I don't know. This could be like a 2-week project. I guess it depends on how much we find, like osmosis-wise, or... I'm saying that like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Point out a blister to me on the boat.
That sounds different.
Nailed it.
All right, let's get geared up. This is nasty. So these were like, I think like $5 at Harbor Freight, but they only had XL. So I feel like this is about to swamp me. It might fit you.
What are you trying to say?
Oh. I think I have a cavity.
Something was telling me that these were just gonna fit.
So we get for going with the $20 sander and the cheap bucket vac. We could tape it. We got that special tape. That's what we'll do.
That's so janky. That's what we're rocking with today.
you feeling?
My back and my shoulders are shot for the day.
Yeah.
I feel really itchy, and I was doing good with my PPE, but I feel like there's just this, the suit's like almost not big enough. I feel like this halo.
You do have a halo of blue around you.
And it's like itching right, I know, I bet you I could tell you, it's like Tommy Boy. It hurts here, but not here. I could tell you later, so it feels like an itch right around here. That's probably the blue.
Yeah. Your job set. Preparation is key, you know? Organization.
That one's yours. How the vibes went yesterday.
Vibes were high, except for I feel like we sanded for like 8 hours and like got nothing done. It feels like you work and you work and you work at a certain spot and you don't see any progress until you step back and I realize like, oh, we actually did get a good amount of the bottom of the keel done yesterday. But we got here early today for the heat, hoping to put in a full day of sanding. So let's see how far we can get today. The good thing is the sun will move and it'll be on the other side of the hole so we can get this side done. I don't know what we're gonna do about the other side whenever we gotta do that. That it's gonna be hot. But let's get the job site set up. Let's get prepped, get our gear on and get after it today, dude. Why are these so form-fitting? Oh, why are you cheeked up in those?
Alright, so the other ones fit better.
Hold on.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass.
God, they're like high waters. They fit me. These don't feel like extra larges though. Oh, did you bust it? Oh no.
TotalBoat did not realize I was 6'4",
Large human.
200 plus pounds.
Yeah.
These, I make these, this is XL. I make this look very small. Like, my God.
I can get started and you can run to the store. Yeah, it's like perfect for me. Which if these are an extra large, that's kind of crazy.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight. It's 12 minutes away.
For anyone who has found themselves on this video because they are looking for a tutorial on how to prep for bottom paint, you've probably figured out by now that that's not exactly the kind of content we make. We're more of an entertainment channel. That is, if you find a couple trying to fix up a boat with absolutely no idea what they're doing entertaining. Oh, and on top of that, one of them has raging ADHD. But by day 2 of sanding, we were starting to get into a flow. Honestly, it's a pretty mindless job. It doesn't take much brain power to just throw on a podcast in the headphones and sand, sand, sand. It's just time consuming. It isn't that bad.
Why did we not pay somebody?
Because we're broke.
Oh, yeah.
But we've picked up a few things by day 2. Like 1, don't be shy on replacing the discs. As soon as it starts feeling dull, change it out, especially if they're the cheap ones from Harbor Freight. 2, if you're using a bucket vac like we are, have a few replacement filters on deck because they get clogged fast. 3, these barnacles are stubborn, but you can't just hold the sander over them or you risk ripping straight through the fiberglass, which can happen in an instant. We learned that one the hard way. And 4, don't skip on the clubs. Maybe even double up. You're telling me we have to do this every 2 years. There's no sugarcoating it. This is a messy, time-consuming, grueling job. Union?
Yeah. And to think, you're just going to see this as a 30-second montage.
But if there's one piece of advice we have for anyone else doing bottom paint, maybe don't do it in Florida in the summer. Pick a good playlist, pack some good snacks, and just remember, when you're back on the water, it'll all be worth it. Or at least that's what we're telling ourselves.
Oh man, Bob.
If there's any question whether or not I did a lot of sanding today,
You need a shower.
I
Wow.
am caked and I'm sore. Yeah. I do. This is a visual one. I can tell we're making progress. That feels good.
Ooh, that
My
cannot be good
ears
for
are blue?
you. Your entire ear is blue.
Well, I don't even understand how that works because
'cause
my
you're-
ear's inside the muff. They were in gloves all day.
I don't think your gloves are working.
Yeah, that's a fair statement. But it stayed off my face, right? Dude, I am so.
Take it off.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and save you guys the next 3 days of sanding and skip to the part where we admire our hard work. It is done. We have finished the sanding to the best of our ability. It's not perfect, but it'll do. That took forever. I'm okay like never doing that job again, but we have to do it every 2 years, so. That was messy. That was a lot. I'm so glad to be done with this. And on to paint. We already put the tape out, so trying to get it prepped and gonna pick a day this week. You wanna make sure that that it is not too hot outside and there's not too much humidity, but the hard part is over. Thank God.
I actually think we did a lot. Like, you could tell where we got a little overzealous in the beginning. The rudder and this side of the keel is like so dark, and then I think we realized it would take forever if we sanded it all the way down. So we started finding kind of like a happy medium of this dark blue, getting the majority of the light blue off. In some places we got all the way down to the barrier coat, and in one spot we got down to the fiberglass. But it actually looks pretty good. We had one of the tiniest blisters. It's not even really a blister. And we had some, from either us grounding it or him grounding it, we had some cuts into the bottom, but it's in the keel, and we could put a little bit of fairing compound if we really want to in there. But other than that, man, looks pretty darn good. I don't know how we're going to fix this because I don't have anything to paint match it, so I think I am going to try to do a line of tape there, a line of tape there, and see if we can do some of the 3M to buff, but that may not buff out. And then we'll fix the gel coat. Gel coat just looks like a little oxidized, a little dark. And as Dockmaster Dave said, we've got a couple scratches, but nothing that got down where water can really get in. So I don't know. I think she looks pretty darn good. Dockmaster Dave is full of great one-liners. Every day, well, first off, it seemed that a little unfair. Every single day he came on the job site, I was either like kneeling down or laying down trying to get the bottom, so he's always seeing me lay down on the job and nap around. But he wanted to remind me that fish are not good art critics. This is below the water line. Yeah, you want it to be watertight, but it does not have to be the prettiest paint job.
Well, it's hard. It's our first boat. We want it to be good,
Well, Jason said the same thing too. His way of saying it was boats belong in the water. Do what you got to do on land to as quickly get them into the water as possible. So I don't want water getting in. I want her to be protected. I wanted her to be pretty, but the reality is this is not a show boat. She's 30 plus years old, man. Stepped through the ringer. Yeah. Us over 30, we got little cracks in our back. But yeah, I did not like this job. This job sucked. And I'm glad it's over, the sanding part. Painting should be fun. I feel like that's going to be just like visually massaging my brain the right way to see like the line as it becomes actual paint. I think once she starts looking better, I'll be feeling better. And then we'll figure out how to do the electric and the bilge and all the rest of it. But I'm glad this one's over.
The messiest part of the job is done.
Yeah, and I'm already loathing having to do this again in 2 years, so.
Rudder is the only place where I feel like we're gonna have maybe some issues that need to be addressed further than just paint.
Yeah, so you can see like here on our rudder, we did get down to the fiberglass in a couple of spots.
They really went thin. I did not push hard over here, and it went right past purple and blue.
Ours was this like bright blue down to this like navy blue, and then the brown, which I think was the original primer coat. Originally, I thought we were gonna have to get it all down to this color here, but apparently you just gotta scrape it up enough to give it that like surface to where the next coat can like attach to it. So we got a little overzealous in parts of the keel on the other side, but yeah, she's ready for paint. Ready for her new coat. Woohoo! You ready to get out of here?
I've been ready. Dude, we might have really botched this so far. I thought this was gonna be a really easy project.
It felt stupid proof.
TotalBoat was so gracious to send us all these products, barrier coat, paint, to help support us in our effort to like redo the bottom. And TotalBoat is the DIYer's choice, right? And we're DIYers. We thought this would be easy, and we've spent like 100+ hours over the last week and a half of like sanding the bottom, and we have such varying degrees of paint thickness. We're at a point where we're like, man, do you just spot treat with, you know, in the bad spots, barrier coat, epoxy primer, or how does anyone sand all this paint off? Like, how we'd be here for weeks, it feels like, sanding to get it all off. And so we called technical support, and they were like, oh yeah, we got a chemical stripper. You could literally scrape it all off like in 24 hours. It takes off like 10 layers of paint. We're like, oh.
Originally, we had watched some other DIYers, and they just scuff up the paint, the anti-foul, and then they put another layer of anti-foul over it. Or they're using a product that is a primer that can go over anti-foul paint. The problem is we don't know what the previous owner used on the bottom of the boat. And so we don't know if it's compatible with the new paint without having some sort of primer. And you can't put primer, the barrier coat primer, you cannot put over anti-foul. So
It's gonna fall right.
yeah, we're realizing that you can't just do that if you don't know what the anti-foul was previously. So like a whole week of sanding lost.
Well, not lost. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Megan. Megan has been great with TotalBoat, and ask her if it's smarter to just spot treat and kick the can down the road a little bit, just make sure it's properly sealed up, and then deal with not the most even paint surface. I mean, dude, we live on a very slow sailboat. An uneven bottom surface, even if it slows us down a bit in the water, like, I don't know. I'm gonna ask her. If she says, hey, spot treating is cool, just go for it. We sent a little too much epoxy barrier coat, so be it. But yeah. When he's like, yeah, most people don't want to sand, they just use the stripper, and I'm like, what have I been doing for the last week? What have I been doing?
First time boat owners, you know? It's just like you want to do it the right way and you think you're doing it the right way, but you just don't know what you don't know. And we fall in that category. You
That's my biggest problem in boat ownership. I do a bunch of research so that I know what kind of questions to ask, and there's still questions I don't even know that I should be asking.
Yeah.
So I didn't even realize. I thought, in every video we watch on YouTube, people are sanding.
Yeah.
Or even wet sanding. We haven't seen, like, there's not a lot of videos of people doing chemical strippers on YouTube. It's mainly people sanding. So I just thought that's what you did. You sanded.
But we're learning. We're learning, that's for sure. So we might be stripping all the paint off and starting fresh.
And so, these two might be back to square one. Or maybe they're just overthinking it, like most things when it comes to this boat.
I got so much bubble stuff in my mouth. Smoking real cigarettes might have been healthier.
But you'll just have to wait until next week's episode to find out. Thanks for watching.